Yo, welcome back. Today we're watching Speed Strategy for Blowing Up on YouTube, and then 3.4 million a month. That does not seem right to me. There's no way maybe like getting that many followers a month. That seems a little insane. Anyways, we are going to be learning today, getting our notepads out. Well, I am. Let's see. It's kind of a small video from a small subscriber, so go ahead and show them love if the video's good. It looks like it is going to be. So let's learn Speed Strategy for Blowing Up on YouTube.
Most people explain speed success with personality, chaos, or luck.
But also, before I forget, link anything down below you want me to watch. Let me know what you think of this video. Like, subscribe, do all that. It helps.
After studying years of his uploads, I found a repeatable system hiding underneath almost everything he does. And that's important because building an audience through live streaming has never been harder.
Blurry.
With millions of creators competing for the same viewers, simply going live is no longer enough to grow. I spent thousands of hours breaking down channels into practical strategies.
This video, 12 days ago, is fairly new.
And after analyzing more than 100 hours of Speed's content, here's the framework that gained him 622 million views last
insane,
month. Since mid-2022, Speed's content has followed a simple three-step.
Speed has had the craziest rise. I remember seeing the streams from 6, 7, 8 years ago of him raging out in his freaking bedroom. Now look at him. Now doing the World Cup. Doing the World Cup opening. That's insane, bro.
Formula.
Someone just from a kid from his bedroom playing games.
And it all starts with step one, breaking the invisible ceiling.
Had a one viewer for the longest. Bro, that's crazy. It's crazy.
You see, every single piece of content published on YouTube has an invisible ceiling. There's a maximum amount of views a video can reach, and it's determined before it's ever even published.
Is that why my videos are stuck at like 5 views? 3, 4, 5 views? Is that what?
We can see this invisible ceiling and how Speed broke through it by comparing his content in the first month of 2022 to what he was making in the last month of 2022. The most obvious difference is the average view count, but when you look closer, the uploads actually follow two completely different strategies. In January of 2022, all of his videos were improvised desktop streams, using a just chatting or gaming format. It's just Speed on his computer in his bedroom with no set content plans. The majority of these streams feature Speed interacting with his audience and playing popular video games like Fortnite and Five Nights at Freddy's, while occasionally going on Discord and Omegle. The content is positioned well, playing video games with high TAMs. That is the total addressable market, which you can think of as the maximum size of the potential audience that would be interested in a specific topic. So he has the potential to reach a lot of people. But in order to be successful making content with a high TAM, it needs to be something that aligns with you as a person and be something you can stand out in. The reason video game content isn't scalable for Speed is due to the fact that he's pretty average at video games. Having it as his main source of content as someone whose personality initially drove his increased views and subscribers.
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think you have to be... Even if you're average at video games, people still rise often just being entertaining themselves. There's lots of examples out there. Queso, SQC, I mean, lots of examples there. You don't have to be a pro player.
Limited him as a creator. So what exactly did he do to go from having 3 million subscribers at the start of 2022 to 15 million at the end of it? On YouTube, you can break viewership up into 3 sections: core, casual, and new viewers. These spontaneous desktop streams mainly appealed to his core viewers and some casual. And in January, that was the only content he was releasing. The reasons his content is alienating new viewers is due to the language he uses in the titles of his lives, which are lazy and really only understood by returning viewers.
Bro, but that's still insane, bro. Even for those one-word titles, still insane. Insane viewers. Even
reason for this is because it's impossible to effectively title your live streams when you don't know what you're going to be doing in them. When we look at the December uploads, however, we see more of a balance. 8 of the 20 videos were IRL streams, and 6 of them were something we consider.
Too. All of his stuff. I'm pausing it so much. That's how it's going to be, dude. All of his videos are just 2, 4, 5 hour streams. No like planned videos, no nothing. Just straight streams of entertainment that people watch. Probably have so much watch time on them.
They're growth videos.
Insane.
These videos are focused on a subject, not just his personality, and they're meant to bring in new viewers. And what subject did he choose?
Let's play football.
So loud. World Cup, soccer, yeah.
Over the course of 2022, Speed made one of the smartest decisions of his career, and that was to rebrand as the guy that loves football and is obsessed with Ronaldo. But it's not just as simple as that. There are a few things...
That was all from one donation, by the way. One donation caused all that ripple effect
that contribute to
while
how he
playing
was able
Fortnite.
to obliterate the view ceiling he had at the start of 2022. The most obvious being the new addressable market that he's now tapped into. He went from the TAMs of the video games he was playing to the TAMs of the biggest superstar in the world with 670 million followers on Instagram, in the biggest sport with an estimated 3.5 billion fans worldwide. Now, the less obvious thing he did was how he shaped his content. In December of 2022, he had 4 outlier videos tied to the World Cup. Learning from those videos, he developed repeatable
that was already 4 years ago. Oh my
formats
God.
that have since been responsible for 7 of his 10 biggest live streams. It's essentially a cheat code. With his brand so closely tied to football, all he has to do is show up for a major football event and it's viral content. That's the power of a large total addressable market. For him to reach these large numbers, only a small percentage of football fans need to be interested. The content doesn't need to appeal to everyone. It just needs to resonate with a fraction of a massive audience. But replicating Speed's success isn't as simple as just starting to make football content. Many creators have tried and failed or only achieved a small fraction of what Speed has. And a large reason for that is due to the second part of his formula, the momentum.
It's so obvious that a lot of these graphics are AI. Is that a good or bad thing? I don't know. I mean, if they work, they work.
It's Speed's solution to the live stream paradox, which is something that limits a lot of creators. So what is the live stream paradox? You see, live streams are a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, they're great for building an audience because the creator can directly interact with viewers and build connections like no other form of content can. But on the other hand, live streams have a massive problem. They're not evergreen, searchable assets that the algorithm can promote 24/7 like normal long-form videos. They heavily require an immediate spike in real-time metrics for YouTube to promote them to larger audiences on the browse page.
Yeah, but then you just edit the videos and make them into small. You edit the live stream, making them into small videos, and those become, more watchable.
This makes it a lot harder for streaming content to attract new viewers. Most streamers try to solve this in the same way. They make a massive amount of short form content, whether it's from clipping the most entertaining moments from their live streams or creating dedicated short form videos.
I feel like a couple years ago, no one knew this. No one knew this information. Now everyone's doing it. All these streamers and creators, whatever, everyone is now just posting short. And a couple of years ago, no one knew to do that. It's kind of oversaturated now.
Simply need to use other mediums to grow their audience. Speed, of course, does this, but there's something else he's figured out to solve the live stream paradox. Take a look.
We're about to go see Ronaldo, bro. Okay, first of all, I came here to see Ronaldo. Where's Ronaldo at, bro? Where's Ronaldo at?
What Speed has done is steal a mechanism from your favorite TV shows. He doesn't think of content in terms of individual videos. He thinks in terms of story arcs and sagas. Every stream, clip, collaboration, challenge, or world tour becomes part of a larger narrative that fans can follow over months or even years. This is important
because he's done the desktop streaming for so long already, just playing games. Now he's actually I guess maybe he's bored of it. He's just making a linear path now instead of just random streams here and there. He's doing bigger things.
Because audiences feel far more invested when it feels like they're watching a journey rather than just isolated pieces of content. You see, the story starts.
Yeah, that's why now he does just straight marathons of being in a certain city instead of just him just sparking up a stream, playing a game randomly. He's making it a journey because he has the ability to. I mean, and he's probably just bored of doing that. He's done that for the past whatever amount of years,
to unfold in short form, so you turn into the live stream to catch what you hope will be the finale. The perfect example of this is Speed's Ronaldo saga. These are 4 examples of streams where Speed thought he was going to meet Ronaldo. These streams could be viewed as failures, but in fact, they're the exact opposite when you look at the numbers. Each failed attempt helped to attract a wider audience and built more anticipation around the moment that he would finally get to meet him. But there's more to it than just that. Take a look at what all this hype and anticipation results in.
Biggest fan, IShowSpeed.
Bro got on the news channel? What the? It's crazy, bro.
He gets coverage from other creators and even traditional media like Sky Sports talking about him. This helps him reach even further and gain the attention of new.
Is he a content genius, or are we all just idiots or something, bro? He's doing it all. He's done it all.
Audience.
He's so young. I think he's literally my age, if not 22. He might be a year under, and I'm a bum. Couple hundred to my name.
And when he finally met Ronaldo, this live stream and the clipped YouTube video created from it have over 47 million combined views. In total, he got over 120 million views on his main channel alone for spending 8 months trying to meet Ronaldo versus the 3.1 million views he would have gotten if he had just met him on the first attempt. He uses the exact same strategy with his visit every country saga, but there's an important difference in the execution. Instead of visiting all 195 countries back to back, he again breaks the journey into arcs to create a degree of difficulty. He knows he's the hero of the story, and it's hard to cheer for the hero if everything comes too easily. Each tour gets its own build-up, promotion, highlights, challenges, local celebrities, cultural experiences, and memorable moments, all building hype in
crazy because I feel like that's how YouTube was. It was first like maybe Vine, and then YouTube blew up, and we were having people like Logan Paul, Jake Paul, FaZe, all these people, and now it's turned to streaming where they're doing all these crazy stuff. I wonder what's going to be next. I mean, it has to die down sometime.
Anticipation around the countries he's visiting. But the next part of Speed's formula has the biggest impact of all. It's something Speed does better than almost anyone else, and that's engagement farming. Now, if you've made it this far in this video, I want to give you a reward. I will send $100 to someone who subscribes, likes, and comments on this video in the next-gen content. They were spending time with Speed. Over thousands of hours of live streaming, he created a relationship that felt far more personal, more like a friend than a traditional YouTube audience. This is one of the biggest advantages of streaming. The audience isn't watching from a distance, they're participating. And Speed developed ways to tap into this like few others. He constantly interacts with the chat, responds to jokes, embraces community.
Very interactive. Even on his IRL streams where he's doing his even on his World Cup thing, he's like chat, asking him questions, stuff. He knows he's got it down. He's an expert. He's an expert in the field.
Memes and makes viewers feel like they can influence what happens next. One of the best examples came in March 2022, when he gained over 350,000 subscribers in a single night.
5 million right here, bro. 5 million right here, dog. Here you go.
5 mil, bro. I think he was like, bro, he's probably like 19 here, 18 here. It's insane.
What the fuck is y'all doing?
Bro.
What the fuck is y'all doing, bro?
At first glance,
makes me feel like a freaking failure, bro. That's just
it looks
insane.
chaotic.
You can't compare. Can't compare, because then you get depressed.
Were subscribing, unsubscribing, and constantly trying to provoke a reaction from him. But that's exactly why it worked. Speed understood something most creators don't. The moment viewers realize they can influence what's happening on screen, they get far more invested. Every reaction from Speed encouraged another reaction from the audience.
Hey, yo!
But unlike creators who force interaction through obvious tactics, Speed made it feel natural and entertaining. The result of this is an audience that feels noticed, and it instantly turns them into core viewers. This is the strategy at the heart of his success. And with the other two parts of his formula,
Step 1, breaking the invisible ceiling. 2, the momentum arc. 3, engagement farming.
turned him into
I feel like that's pretty basic stuff.
Global brand with some pretty unbelievable revenue numbers. We've actually been able to piece together his earnings based off of data and things he's revealed in interviews.
Let me guess, I can't
but
see
for the numbers to make sense, you first need to understand how Speed structures his content ecosystem. He knows that his audience will follow him anywhere. So he built a system that doesn't rely on a single channel. He built a network of channels that repackage the same moments into different...
Yep. That's the way to do it. But I don't know. I'm not doing that. I tried to do it. It's just too much effort. And with no viewers, it's pointless. No one's gonna... I don't have nothing on this channel. What's
different formats. A live stream can become dozens of clips, highlights, shorts, and edited videos across 4 different channels. Every big moment generates multiple opportunities for views.
It's crazy. He's just farming. The stream makes money. The videos make money. The shorts make money. And that's across all these different platforms, bro. You don't understand how much money he's probably
ad revenue, memberships,
how much engagement here, money here. It's insane, bro. He's just got trickling from all these different buckets.
And future subscribers, and this is what it results in. In a month where Speed is more active, he generates around $905,000 from AdSense across all 4 of his channels.
More, bro.
And if we look at Super Chat and membership earnings, he's reported to make between $20,000 and $30,000 per stream. So using the lower side of that with 14 streams over 28 days, that equals another $280,000 in revenue. So in an active month, he's earning almost $1.2 million from YouTube.
Is it crazy to say? I feel like it's even more. I feel like it's even more, bro. Especially with ads and sponsorships and nah.
But that is the smallest fraction of Speed's
That's
revenue.
insane.
The much larger portion is from brand deals. One of the smartest things Speed has done is position his personal brand around football in athletic competition. He turned his unfair advantage, his athletic ability, into content and used it to break into sports communities all over the world. Whether it was playing Aussie rules football in Australia, wrestling in Senegal, or competing in strength challenges against elite athletes, he was constantly putting himself into unfamiliar sports and proving he could hold his own. The result is that every collaboration introduced him to a new audience. This also had a second-order effect. The more sports content he made, the more people began associating the Speed brand with athleticism. But brands don't just want reach.
He has so much freaking pull from all these celebrities too. It's insane.
They want audiences that are invested. Because Speed's community is so engaged.
Bro, that's insane. Off of one person, bro. Off of one person just streaming to one viewer for a couple months, years, or whatever, how long it was playing a game. Look the crowd he drew. Is that not insane, bro? This is insane to me. Is that not insane? Is this just normalized now?
Companies know their message is reaching fans who care about what he says and does.
He was meant for this, bro.
And nothing demonstrates this more than his world tours. Just like a musician selling out venues, Speed's tours showcase the strength of his fan base in a way that view counts never could. That's why we've seen partnerships with companies such as FIFA, Prime Hydration, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expedia, Beats, Cash App, WWE, and many other major brands. But how much revenue does it actually translate into? Speed stated in an interview in December 2024 that brand deals accounted for 60% of his earnings, while AdSense accounted for 40%. In the last year and a half since that interview, Speed's brand deals have clearly increased, while his AdSense has only slightly increased. So I'll go on the safe side and say his revenue split is now 65% sponsorships and 35% AdSense. Knowing his AdSense revenue is estimated at
impossible to know. Impossible to know. All I know is those brand deals, no matter what, probably paying hundreds of times over of what the AdSense is. Easily.
Little under $1.2 million, we can calculate his sponsorship revenue to be approximately $2.2 million per month, bringing his monthly revenue to almost $3.4 million. Keep in mind that he makes even more money than this when you factor in merchandise sales, music royalties, and appearance fees, but we're unable to provide accurate numbers for these revenue streams. Speed has cracked the code for building a brand in live streaming, but there's another creator that makes millions of dollars per month without even leaving his desk. This creator figured out how to make a new format and leveraged it into...
Caleb Hammer's great. I love his freaking content, bro. Caleb Hammer knows what he's doing. He's appealing to the right audience, creating drama and still teaching. He treats his employees well. He makes great videos, content, everything, bro. Caleb Hammer has it down to a T.
To $1.9 million per month. And you can learn all about how he did it in this video here.
Good little plug. It's a good plug. Good video. I feel like I didn't learn much. It was more just giving out information. His strategy, dude, when I think of his strategy, I think he just slowly built up a fan base, a community, and scaled it. He did it in a way Mr. Beast kind of did it, but for stream, he scaled it. He used his money to go out and do these tours, to do this, to do that. He scaled it. Huge. Dude, he's the man. He's the man. No one could take it away from him, bro. Anyways, wow. I think he does a good job of just keeping stuff, and he just keeps being trendy with the things that are trending. Fortnite, Roblox, FIFA, World Cup. He's good at trending, like he said in the video. The TT, whatever it is, the most engagement you can get, the thing that's most popping at the time. Roblox, this, that, bro. It's the most views, the most eyes you can get on yourself at one point in time because it's the most thing that's popping. That's what I need to do more. That's genius. Okay, appreciate you watching. Let me know what you thought of this. If you want to see more anything else, link whatever down below. I'll watch whatever it is. Doesn't matter. Appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff that helps the channel. Peace, 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 peace. Keep watching my other videos. I have a whole bunch of other stuff. Later, peace.